FM23 has just launched, which means I now have to start the British Steel Challenge. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. This is, of course, the British Steel Challenge. What is the British Steel Challenge? I hear some of you asking. Well, it's easy to explain, it's difficult to execute. You have to win 32 trophies in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure I'm cut out for it. But if you think this is the sort of content you might enjoy, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We will, of course, be streaming it over on Twitch if you want to watch it unfold live. We stream 3 nights a week, link in the description below. And you know what? Leave a comment. Leave a comment about how many trophies you think we might win out of this potential 32 trophy haul. And who knows, at the end of the challenge, maybe we'll have a little prize for FM24 for whoever gets it right. But yeah, I think what we need to do now is, rather than talking about it, we need to get into it. So I hope you enjoy the video. Welcome to the British Steel Challenge. So this is the setup. This is the setup right now. Okay, we have to start unemployed. We have to have no badges. We have to have no experience. Okay, that is how it works. So attributes wise for a manager, absolute zip, right? We're going with the basics here, right? We're not touching a thing. We're going to be a motivator. We're going to be a motivator because that's, I reckon, is all we're going to have to do at this point. No attributes on the manager at all. Let's make it happen. Here we are in the job centre right now. We are going to apply for everything that's available. So at the minute, Swansea Uni, East Fife, Banbridge, is that Northern Ireland? That's Northern Ireland, isn't it? Yes, we can go for Banbridge. We can go for Dundela, St Albans, Aldershot and Scunthorpe. They're the ones that we probably will be applying for, to be honest. So let's approach them. Also as well, what's nice is... and the game is that all of the leagues are branded. All of the leagues are branded. We don't have to go looking for kits. We don't have to go looking for leagues. We don't have to go looking for badges. None of those things. So it's going to be really, really tough. This, okay? So Swansea University, for example, 300 capacity stadium. It's a university team. There's not going to be much money. They're an amateur club. They have no culture, no board, no wage bill. Ugh. East Fife will apply for. I feel like East Fife's a little bit too big. Do you know what I mean? In a weird way, I feel like that's probably too big. Maybe we come back to East Fife at some point. But I think to start, I almost feel like it's cheating. Banbridge Town, I said we had all the kits, apparently not. Banbridge Town, semi-pro, we'll get that one sorted out if we get a little look over there. So we'll pop a bit of an application there. £50 a week wage budget. Oof, now we're talking. I'm not going to apply for Aldershot and I'm not going to apply for Scunthorpe because I feel as though National League is a little bit too high for us to start. There is a variation of this challenge where you only sign British players as well. I think this challenge is hard enough without having to add that into the mix. Right, job interview time. Banbridge have offered us a job interview, and Dundela and Swansea Uni. So let's have a bit of a chat with these guys, see what's going on. So this is Banbridge right now. So we've invited you along so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. Yes, let's get started in the LOF 41 Premier Intermediate League. Oh my God, this sounds horrible. You are in for a few jobs right now. Are you hedging your bets? Yes, I'm merely considering my options at this point. We would like to share with you our vision for the future, as we would like to be a successful candidate. We'll be required to make it. They have to work within a wage budget, which I don't think we have. Grow the club's reputation. They don't say good or bad, do they? They don't say positive or negative, but just grow that reputation. We can do that. We have no actual objectives. Get in. No actual objectives. I've fallen on my feet already here. End of the 5-year plan. Do not get relegated. Get in. So I'm just going to say that looks really exciting. I definitely think I can avoid not getting relegated. We have a wage budget of 0. A wage budget of 0. I'm happy with that. And I don't think there's anything else we need to consider. There we go. Oh, Banbridge is in. Don't need money. Where we're going, we don't need. We'll grow our own players. We'll grow our own players. That's what we'll do. Let's have a quick chat with Dundela, see what they're saying. The board are pleased that you've taken the time to attend today. Mate, I have nothing else to do today other than just attend job interviews. Banbridge's record attendance is 2,300 when they got beat 9-1 by the Czech national team before Euro 96. I mean, there's something for us to do in it. Let's get started here. Come on, Dundela, what are you saying? Can you explain why you're in the running for a few jobs? Yeah, we're options, like I told the last lot. We don't want a repeat of our last manager who we had to part company with earlier than expected. Is this Arsenal? Are these Northern Irish Arsenal? Is that? Oh dear. Are you going to be around for a while? I'm going to be around for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, probably. This is the Championship. Is that the next level? Is that the next league up? I think it is, isn't it? This is a step up, right? Okay, so let's say we're going to stay for a long time, right? Plan of action: work within the wage budget, grow the club's reputation. Excellent. No objectives. Northern Ireland, I love you. I don't understand why I haven't managed Northern Ireland before. End of the current season. Get in the top half. Oh dear. That sounds bad. Be competitive in the cup. Reach the last stages of the Antrim Shield. Reach the playoffs. I mean, this sounds like a lot. Really, doesn't it? Let's just agree to that. Let's agree to the targets that are set. A wage budget of £1,800. Jesus. Millionaires, these guys. So that's on the table. And now the big one. Now it's Swansea Uni. Have we got enough UCAS points for our for an application? I like their kit, mind. It's made by Aria. That's lovely, isn't it? That is nice. They're in Cymru South as well, so we're talking bottom tier right now. So, right, what's Nigel going to say then? Nigel says, we've come to discuss our plans. Good. Can you explain why you're in the running? Yes, still the same. What sort of change are you anticipating making to the backroom team? They're changing stuff already at the university. We're going to get some part-time lecturers in, maybe. We're happy to work with the club as it is. We don't need to make changes. Are you comfortable working with the director of football in Welsh, in Cymru South? Yes, of course I am. Loads of potential here. Get a degree, call it graduation when you get fired and move on, wear the fancy cap and gown. Yes, 100% this. I reckon as well that we could go to Swansea University. We could do a gig at Swansea University. Finish in the top 3 places. Oh dear. I'm going back to Banbridge. I think Banbridge seems to be the nicer team to go to. Be competitive in the Welsh Cup. Challenge for the Tier 2 League Cup. I'm going to agree to it. I don't know if top 3 is. I think I can do better and win promotion. There's only one promotion spot in Cymru South. Let's just agree to it. The kit is stunning. Top 3 though. Top 3, that feels very much like we're ever going to get fired in Wales. Banbridge have approached and Swansea. Oh, okay. Both Banbridge and Swansea University, might add, not Swansea. Swansea University have approached us and offered us the chance to take the job. Which league is ranked higher? Good question. The Northern Irish Premier Intermediate League is ranked 177th. Cymru South is 178th. Are we not gonna get a single penny? I can't afford to. I can't tell Mrs. J we're moving to Swansea for no money. I'll get told off, wouldn't I? You'll get a bursary. The whole not getting paid at Swansea thing isn't great. We're getting £275 a week at in Banbridge, so maybe. But you get to see scouting for girls, Peter Andre and the cheeky girls at Freshers Week at Swansea. Mrs. J is trying to sell us a trip to Swansea here. Isn't she? Mrs. J is just like properly like going, yeah, I've got this sorted. I mean, Mrs. J, I'm 42. I don't want to be going to Freshers Weeks. If we've got 32 trophies to get, at least having a go at 5 in one season is pretty handy. I'm calling it now. Are we in? Are we all in agreement? All in favour, say aye. Turning down education. The system has failed once again. I've been a lecturer before. I know what happens. We don't need to be part of that system. Like, they can't pay us. Like, it'll cost us to go there. You know, if we have to take a student loan out to employ ourselves, that's not good, is it? I think we have to go for Banbridge. You know what? I think there's more trophies in Northern Ireland to go for. I've never managed in Northern Ireland. I have managed in Wales before, and I loved it. It was brilliant. But I've not managed in Northern Ireland. Aren't Swansea locked in as amateur? Be tough to progress. I think it probably will be, but again, we don't necessarily have to stay at that club. So as long as we get promoted out of the Cymru South, once we're into Cymru Premier, we can just take another job and try and win Cymru Premier. Right, we're off to Banbridge. We're going to lock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential trophies to work towards this season. And we're going to get paid. And they just want us to avoid relegation. So that should be, as Mrs. J says there, getting sacked at a university team would be a new low, even for me. Even for me. Signed, sealed, and delivered. We've accepted it. There it is. The British Steel Challenge has begun in Northern Ireland. This is their 75th season as well. And so, by the time we have 100 seasons, then we might have won a Northern Irish lower league trophy. So, we'll see. There we go. Eyebrows have been raised, apparently. We lack the reputation of a survival specialist. We are survival specialists. All we can do is survival specialism. We don't do anything else. We don't win things. We avoid relegation. That's what we do around here. Half a star reputation. We're predicted 5th by the media. 1,500 capacity stadium. Basic training. Basic youth. Average youth recruitment. We've won 5 Euro Electrics Mid-Ulster Cups. Last one was in 1980. McComb's Coach Travel Intermediate Cup in 1986. And the Northern Irish Bob Radcliffe Memorial Cup. We won that in 2018 and 2010 and 1981. 3 times then. As a club, we've enjoyed the best spells of success during the 2010s. The last competition win coming as recently as 2018. We have a growing history. Oh, this is going to be fun. I don't think we're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1, do you, folks? I don't think that's going to be a thing. But this is what they're saying then. Hunter in goal. Campbell, Snodden, Anderson, Conn, Edgar, Gallagher, Gawley, McCavitt, Downey and McCavitt. Connor Downey's the top earner. He gets pocket money, I believe. So, be competitive in the cup. 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 And avoid relegation. Perfect. Day one then. Day one on the job. Pull up a chair. Let's get ourselves into Banbridge. Have a little look at the old supporter database, shall we? 662 followers on social media. Let's make it 663, shall we? Let's go and pop them a follow on Twitter right now, because they're going to be keen to know this is happening, surely. They're lying. 4,095 followers on Twitter. 4,096 followers on Twitter. There you go. Done. 27% of our fans are core. We've got a family section as well. 32%. Nice family club. 7% fair weather fans. I'll watch Banbridge if they're in town. I'm not fussed. And then, of course, a huge section here of casual fans as well. 25 season ticket holders. Do we come up with a tactic right now? I'll tell you what we'll do first of all. Let's have a look at our squad. Let's go and introduce ourselves to these players. So, Lewis Hunter, 4-star goalkeeper. 14 for reflexes, 10 for handling, 13 for determination, 14 for leadership. He's not eccentric, which is good. 5, 10 for area reach and commanding of area, 6 foot. I mean, this is our star player. This is our goalkeeper. He is currently earning £0 because he's an amateur. Get in. This is what's going to happen as well, is we're going to get attached to players who are going to leave because they're on 0 contracts. This is Josh Hannon, goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper potential, 4-star potential, but at the minute, definitely going to be the backup, I think, right now. And then also Ross Mattia. So 3 goalkeepers, 17-year-old, future prospect, 16 for determination, nice handling of 2. That is worrying. That is worrying. For a goalkeeper, when your job is literally using your hands, to only have 2 is not good. I wouldn't even trust him on the shop floor with handling of 2. So Jack Barber, 19-year-old fullback, right back here. Acceleration 14 and pace of 12. Brilliant. Bombing up and down that touch line. Getting up and down the wing perfectly. What can he do with the ball? Nothing. He can't dribble. He can't finish. He can't really cross. He's terrible at corners. His passing ain't that great. Can he tackle? Nope, not really. What about when he puts his foot on the ball? Can he have a look up and see something? No, not at all. He's short-sighted. Vision of 2. Oh, but I'm sure he's strong though, isn't he? Nah. This is going to be great. This is going to be great fun. Adam Campbell. There you go. I think this is our first. I think this is going to be our starting right back. Dribbling of 2. Crossing of 1. So it's not a wing back, clearly. First touch of 6, though, is all right. Tackling of 6. Marking of 6. So... yeah, better. And a leadership of 11 as well, so that's pretty handy. Again, not much better in the vision department at 3 though, but he's 6'2", so that does help. You're right though, definitely we're just going to have fast players, I think, in this division. Fast players and tall players. Sorry, fast players and players who can jump. Dylan Snodden, again, 20-year-old centre-half. He looks all right. Jumping reach of 5, but heading of 12. Doesn't like heights. He'll do diving headers all the time, but he's not jumping. He's like, if the ball comes to him at head height, boom, away. If it's here, just let it go out. Let it go out and play. It's not for me to worry about, Gaffer. Oh dear. 12 for marking, 6 for tackling, 1 for technique, 1 for leadership. He's not that fussed about everyone else either, going, I'm not going to be bothered. But positionally, perfect. And he makes good decisions. So what a conflicting player. What a really conflicting player. So Kevin Anderson, 35-year-old veteran defender. He's a stopper. I've not used a stopper for a long time, so that'll be quite interesting. Determined enough, decent decision making, aggressive, good jumping reach. Not massively good when he gets up there. So between the lad who doesn't like to jump and the lad who doesn't like to head, we should be okay. Graham Edgar, defensive midfielder apparently, or fullback. So again, crossing and dribbling of 1, definitely a fullback. Marking of 6, tackling of 6, positioning of 10 is pretty decent. Teamwork's only 5. Decision making's good though, so yeah, he could fill in at fullback maybe. We'll see about that. We don't have another left back, so he's probably going to play there to start, to be honest. The OG Gallagher, look at this, 4.5-star player in our league, of course, not 4.5-star in all of the leagues. 11 for first touch, 11 for passing, 12 for determination, 12 for work rate. Baller, absolute baller. He's going to be our guy, isn't he? He's going to be our guy. Chris McMahon, leader, 29 years old, determination 14, leadership 13, work rate 11, tackling of 10. There's our box to box right there, innit? Our enforcer, maybe. Liam McGarry, a winger, decent first touch, decent technique. Crossing and dribbling 4. It's not brilliant, but maybe a backup, possibly. Maybe a backup. Chris Cowan, there's another good central midfielder. 3 good central midfielders so far. That's okay. I'm starting to think already in my head for formations. 4-4-2 is what I was hoping to play, but we may have to play with a diamond maybe. Good first touch, good acceleration, good determination, good work rate. Reasonable passing actually as well, to be honest. He's got 8. He can spot the pass. He can't play the pass though. So that's going to be fun to see how that develops. James Clark, other winger on the other side. He's got decent dribbling mind. He's got. I mean, look, we're already in now going 6, and 6 is decent. 6 is decent for dribbling. Let's applaud that. And he's quick as well. So let's maybe see what James Clark can do, shall we? Michael McCavitt, 22-year-old, another central midfielder. Passing, determined, good decision making, reasonable off the balls. Okay, he's wanted already, though. He's wanted by Port Stewart and Knockbrader, so we might not have him for too much longer. That's going to be a bit of a worry. Connor Downey, £40 a week. He's a fringe player on £40 a week. He's earning more than anybody else at the club, I think. Determined, reasonably quick, experienced striker, but they're saying plays defensive wing. You want a proper guy who just knows where the net is, knows where the goal is. Scored 1 goal last season. Oh, God. 14 of finishing is like, that is lethal in this division, surely. 11 for finishing for Stephen McCavitt. 12 for acceleration. 11 for heading. 12 for jumping reach. 6'2". Is this big man, little man? Is this big man, little man? He's 6 foot. That's little enough. That's little enough. Reece Doyle, 6'1", 12 for finishing. 11 for acceleration. Right, so we've got 3 central midfielders and 3 central strikers. This is interesting. This is interesting. And Niall Cassidy, 12. All of our strikers are brilliant. Our strikers are brilliant. 4-3-3. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Tactics. Route 1. Are we going route 1? I think we should go route 1, shouldn't we, really? I don't know if the defenders are actually good enough to hoof the ball high. Should we maybe do like a counter-attack system? We can't play tiki-taka. We can't really control the football. But I guess we just launch it. Part of the bus could work. Low structured defensive shape. Restrict the space in the final third. We could look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Doesn't that look good? Well, we're predicted to finish 5th according to the media in a 12-team league. That's interesting. Okay, but we're predicted to finish 11th. We're 200-1 rank outsiders to win the league. So maybe we do go defensive first of all. Direct passing, play for set pieces, slightly higher tempo, distribute quickly. Yeah, low defensive line, low block. Get stuck in, drop off more. That seems to make sense. Yeah. Right, we need some scouts because we don't have any. And our staff are bad. Very bad, in fact. Oh dear. Finances are bad, I guess is the, for want of a better description. Finances are bad. £1,500 in the bank. So it's clearly been payday at the club. They've clearly been paid today and went, right, so payday's happened. There's your football club. We are overspending by £1. We have a wage budget of £54 a week. We're spending £55 a week. Somehow we've got a £19,000 scouting budget, which I don't know where that money's going to come from because we don't have any money. We're not going to get any money. Where's the projection? The projection is we're going to lose a hell of a lot of money. So I don't quite know where that's going to come from, really. Let's meet the players, shall we? Let's meet the players. I would like to introduce myself. We can't make any promises right now, can we? Can't make promises. That's fine. Let's talk about the targets. We're going to be in for a relegation battle. Let's avoid relegation. That's all we need to do. Oh, these guys are offended. What? How are these pissed off? Being too cautious. Yeah, we can overtake that. That's fine. Don't worry. Right. We just want to be competitive. Be competitive in these all these cups. There we go. Everyone's relatively happy apart from some players. Team meetings never go well. And there we have it. Episode 1 in the bag. It's just a quick one to sort of say, here we are. Here's the team. Banbridge Town is the team. Northern Irish, 3rd Division. It's gonna be fun, isn't it? Let's be honest. We've met the squad. We've met the press. We need to obviously do a little bit of work on the training ground. Next video will be some matches. Hope you've enjoyed it. As I say, if you do enjoy it, then please do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course remember, comment how many trophies you think we might win out of the 32 available, and also come and see us over on Twitch. I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, take care. We will see you in a little bit with episode 2 of the British Steel Challenge.